Mr. Sheriff, you're certainly a fast mover, and that is both geographically and in time. We knew you in the desert, and now we find you here in the Forum. Why?
Well, I'm making this picture called The Fall of the Roman Empire with Sophia Loren and James Mason and Stephen Boyd. Lots of very good actors.
What is your part?
Well, I play the king of Armenia, who is married to Sophia Loren because of political reasons. She doesn't really love him. She loves Stephen Boyd, who does the Livius.
Are you jealous?
I am, because I'm very much in love with her in the film.
I'm glad to say in the film.
Well, I'm very fond of her outside the film as well, I must say. She's a wonderful girl, and I was rather scared about meeting her, and I thought that she would be like all the great movie stars and terrifying, and that I would be very shy with her. And she put me at ease immediately. She was very nice, and now we play cards every night. We have a great time together.
Mr. Sheriff, playing in a spectacular like this here, and being one of a cast of many big names, how does an actor feel? Does he feel swamped?
No, I don't think so. I can only say about how I feel. And that's a rather peculiar feeling you have when you're on the set, when you're working, you're wearing your costume. Somehow you feel that you are the important person in the cast. I think that everybody who is in front of the camera feels at this moment that he is the only important person. And I think that everybody has this feeling.
You like to be in costume pictures?
Well, this is the first real costume picture that I've ever done. I like it because they're very beautiful costumes. And also I think it makes it much easier to act, I think, when you're wearing a sort of historical costume. It adds a lot to your own work towards being the character, you know?
Yes, but does it feel as real?
Yes, it does. You know, after you've worn your costume 3 or 4 times, suddenly you feel that it's part of you. You like it, you fall in love with it, and you're very angry when you take it off.
You have been in pictures for many years. How is it that we have never seen you in Europe?
Well, I've made pictures only in Egypt, and these pictures are only shown in the Middle Eastern countries. They're not shown in Europe or in America, and I think that...
Is there any special reason why they're not shown there?
Well, they are very strange sort of pictures. They are pictures meant for a very emotional audience who like to cry at the cinema very much. The women love to sit down at the theater, get their handkerchiefs out, and be prepared to weep. The more they weep, the more they like the picture. If they don't, they think it's a terrible picture.
Well, you said now that these films were never shown in the United States. How is it then that you were discovered by, I don't know who you discovered you really, but to play in Lawrence of Arabia?
Well, actually it was a very fortunate thing because I was in Cairo and I thought it would be very difficult for anybody to discover me there. Until one day I heard that Sam Spiegel was coming to Cairo. Sam Spiegel is the producer of the film and wanted to meet me. And apparently he had seen a photograph of me somewhere, and he talked to me, found out I could speak English, sent me to Jordan for tests. And I didn't know what part I was being tested for. They kept it a secret for me, and I was very happy when I got this part.
I can imagine that you were very happy because I recall you were even nominated for an Oscar for a supporting part. How did you feel when you were informed that you did not get the Oscar?
Well, you know, the way of informing people that they don't get the Oscar is a very brutal way because you're sitting there in the middle. I went there to Hollywood. I went to attend the evening, and you were sitting there, and I was rather expecting to get it.
Why?
And, well, because all the newspapers and everybody had told me that I had the best chance and all. And then they announced somebody else, and you sit there with the egg on your face. You don't know where to look. Everything you do is wrong. If you smile, it's wrong because people know you're not smiling really. If you don't smile, it's wrong. They think, why isn't he smiling? He's a bad loser. If you clap, it's wrong. If you don't clap, everything you do is wrong.
In this new film which you're making now, The Fall of the Roman Empire, you said your part is not very important. After having this very important part in Lawrence of Arabia, why did you accept it then?
Well, my part is important. I said it's not very long. But the main reason why I accepted this part is because I play all my scenes with Sophia Loren. And Lawrence of Arabia had no girls. And I'm supposed to start another picture in a month's time with Fred Zinnemann, which is going to be shot in France, which it's about only 3 men, and I play the part of a Catholic priest. And I thought that I needed in the middle a picture with a female star, with a girl.
For any particular reason?
Well, I mean, the audience would get a very strange image of you if you keep making pictures without women, won't they?
I agree. You said you're going to start this film with Zinnemann when?
I'm starting on the 25th of May. The exteriors will be shot in the Basque country in Pau and the studios in Paris.
Does this mean that from now on probably your career will be entirely oriented toward American productions?
Yes, in fact I do have contracts for the next 2 years and I'm going to be quite busy.
Did you want it that way?
Yes, I've always wanted it that way. In fact, I've been dreaming of nothing else all my 10 years of work in Egypt.
To be discovered and...
To be known to the Western world and to make films with great directors, you know, like David Lean and Fred Zinnemann.
You have a certain ambition.
Well, my ambition at the moment is to establish myself, to make another 3 or 4 very good pictures, and then I would like to try something on the stage.
Well, I can only wish you the best of luck, Mr. Sheriff.
Thank you.
Certainly it was nice meeting you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye now.